and welcome to the latest episode in our video diary series. I'm Henry Higgins III, and first of all, I hope you had a fantastic Halloween yesterday. Obviously, most of the world, no one really was able to go and do any trick-or-treating or have any costume parties, which I love to attend every year. So we made do with what we can. I personally had a blast yesterday catching up with Kate Nixie's set for the Festival of Ghouls, which was online. Watched that on Twitch. I then watched Halloween, the 2018 version from Blumhouse, while dressed as Jason Voorhees, just because, and I really enjoyed that again as well. And the start of the day, the start of the weekend, Saturday morning, moving on to the DDP Yoga, I did my monthly weigh-in. I used to do it weekly, as you know, then the scales get busted for a bit, so I got them new batteries, and we've been weighing ourselves for the last couple of months. And weighed myself yesterday morning. As you know, my goal with the DDP Yoga was to hypothetically qualify for the UFC heavyweight division, which means I had to weigh 265 pounds or under. And whether that was a combination of diet, exercise, having a relatively large frame, a combination of all of those things, it was proving a bit of a struggle. So you can imagine my shock when last month I weighed in at 280 pounds, that I weighed in yesterday, and I took this weight 3 times to make sure. I weighed myself this morning before filming this video to ensure it's accurate, and it is. I weighed in at 252.8 pounds. How? I have no idea. I did overhaul my diet from the weigh-in last month. I did rededicate myself to the exercises. Working from home, there's a number of different factors. However, it doesn't matter why it's happened, it's that it did. I now weigh 252 pounds. That is a drop of 28 pounds since I weighed myself this time last month. Some would say, and I can understand why that is, an unhealthy amount to lose in a single period of time. And I don't feel unhealthy. Obviously that weigh-in perked me up no end. Yesterday I was floating on air because of it, and let's see that continue now. I've made my target 2 months early. I wanted to hit 265 by the end of the year. So now we're on to the secondary goal, which is to be able to fit into my leather jacket that I've had for 25 years now. It's been my wrestling ring jacket, it's been my cosplay go-to for Terminator and for my Watch Dogs Legion character, which I've done a couple of years now, last year and this year. So that's the goal now, and the immediate goal is to maintain what has been achieved and to carry that on. I am at a loss for words to a degree to explain how I feel about it. I want to thank DDP, everyone associated with DDP Yoga. I want to thank everyone who provided inspirational messages, words of encouragement, and people like Vance, who provided his own encouragement with his journey. I hope this encourages other people to take it upon themselves to start their journeys. DDP Yoga has been going for over 10 years. It is not a fad. It has helped so many people. It helps me, and it will continue to help others for years and years to come. Thank you, Dallas, for everything you've done for everyone. Thank you again to everyone who's provided encouragement, and let's keep this train rolling down those tracks. as touched upon, I am still working from home. I was off on Friday, I am off tomorrow, Monday, so I have had a long weekend. Then I'm working from home for the rest of the week. Playing it by ear after that. I should be back in the office on the following Monday. Depends how the lockdown situation in Wales goes. There was an announcement yesterday that England, we are all part of the UK, but there is kind of independent governance for England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales to certain degrees, and one of them is the lockdowns. So Wales has been in lockdown for a week. We're going into our second week. England went into lockdown this week and will be in lockdown for the entire month of November. Whether Wales sees to follow suit or not is still to be seen, but for the moment I am working from home this week and it's been great. There are benefits to working from home, such as no commute. That is ideal. Being able to have a longer lie-in the morning is ideal. Finishing work and already being home is ideal. There's so many positives to it. Negatives, I do miss my colleagues. It's a great bunch of people, and I'm hoping that when the lockdown situation is finally over with, vaccines are given out, virus isn't, is such a cloud over us all, that I will split my time from working from home and working in the office. Whether that's a week on, a week off, whether it's working from home 3 days a week, in the office 2 days a week, that can be discussed and decided between myself, the directors and HR, but it's nice to have options. I am hoping that in the week between Christmas and New Year, because of the nature of the business we're in, for that week we are reactive only, simply because of the nature of what we do. However, things are going well. We had a really successful October. It's been, ever since we came back from the main lockdown, end of June into July, things have ticked over really well. We have overcome that initial problem of work almost grinding to a halt, the country, the world almost grinding to a halt. We have overcome it and we've came out the other side, and we are looking confidently into 2021. That being said, there's always room for improvement. So here's to a final week of working from home for now, and let's hope November continues the upward trend. Away from work and back home, the Halloween movie marathon finished last night. As I mentioned, watching Halloween 2018, dressed as Jason Voorhees. That was 31 movies over 31 days. I had a blast doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing the same next year. Throwing in some new horror movies, films that have come out and will come out over the next 12 months towards next Halloween. Hopefully all going well, including Halloween Kills, the follow-up to Halloween 2018 that I watched last night. From the snippets and teasers that I've seen, it follows up, as did the original Halloween 2, it follows up exactly where Halloween left off. And it looks like it's being pretty damn brutal, which is fantastic. I'm looking forward to that movie. I'm looking forward to other movies coming out. Invisible Man will most likely be in that section. That was a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Blumhouse and Lee Wannell's The Invisible Man, I recommend you do so. It's absolutely amazing. There will be more low budget, low key horrors between now and then. Another one I'm very excited about, and hopefully this does get a release in that time period, is the Candyman relaunch. That looks fantastic also, but that is in the future. In the present, Halloween is over. We now turn our attention to the Christmas movies, but that is a list for another day. In the world of video games, I completed again Mafia 3, so I put that on the back burner. And I have downloaded, though I haven't started playing yet, a game called Lust for Darkness. I was looking for a good horror game, went on to the PlayStation shop, had a quick flick through all the horror stuff, the Halloween sale that they had on, and I saw it in there, watched the trailer. It looks like it's an interesting mystery game. Adult content by the looks of things as well, so not one for the kids. but it looks like it's right up my street with the type of game I enjoy. I love story-driven narratives, and which is why a lot of people have an issue with the Mafia 3 gameplay being repetitive. I'm fine with that. Most games have repetitive gameplay if they're stretched over a long period of time, with regards to what you're doing and how you're doing it. It's how the mechanics are implemented to whether you care for the characters and just like elevate it. And this Mafia 3 was fantastic for that. Great characters, great story. Lust for Darkness looks like it's going to be right up my street, as I mentioned, with regards to the horror narrative, the story-driven nature of it. So I'll fill you in on how that goes over the next couple of weeks. Another bountiful piece of good news over the weekend was that I finished my Christmas shopping completely now. I mentioned before that I'd done the majority of it. I was just waiting on payday for October to come round to get Josh's final present, which I have. It's in the mail. It should be delivered tomorrow, Monday. I'll get that wrapped when it arrives here at this house, and that will be me done, which I am very happy with. I like to get the Christmas shopping done and out of the way. I don't like rushing around on the last day scrabbling for things, mainly because a lot of the time then you're just getting what's there. There's no thought into the presents. It's a that'll do scenario. Now, that being said, even though I have stated I have finished the Christmas shopping, I do know I will continue to buy things between now and the day itself. I've done it every year for the last 5 years when I've started this get the stuff in early situation. But what it does mean is that if I don't buy anything between now and Christmas, I'm good. Everyone I need to get something for has a present wrapped. Everyone that I care about has something to be sent to them or to be handed to them if I do see them on Christmas. But things pop up, sales appear, various things will become available, and as such, occasionally there'll be, oh, that will suit Josh's mum, and Josh's mum will have another present. So there is still potential for more presents to appear, but for now, I am happy with what we've achieved, I am happy with the progress we've made, and I'm happy that if I don't get anything else, it's still going to be a joyous day for everyone. Back on the channel, a couple of announcements. We are now into tomorrow, the last episode before the finale for Movies of the Decade. So it's 2019 tomorrow. Upgrade joined the other movies, which you can see up here to my right. We have 9 movies in the final now. Upgrade, as I say, was my movie of 2018. It was a tough decision. 2018 was astoundingly good for movies. 2019 was pretty darn good as well. 2018 was easily the toughest one to pick a winner from. Any one of the top 5 could easily have walked away with the number 1 spot, but Upgrade is the one that took it. It is in the final with the other 8 finalists so far. So we have 1 movie left, 1 episode left before the finale, which will be going up a week on Monday. That will be Movies of the Decade done, our most ambitious project to date. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have seen movies recommended that maybe you haven't got around to watching or haven't even heard of before. I hope that there have been some surprises along the way. I know Zootopia winning 2016 is still the most controversial of all the decisions. Still getting messages about that one. But thank you very much for making that series a relative success. In the grand scheme of YouTube's, it's a piss in a pond. But for the channel and for myself, it's had consistent viewers across most of them. Most of the episodes. Thank you very much for that. Also, live on the channel from today is the Harley Quinn competition. It's going to be running all of November. Closing date is November 30th, and it is your chance to win this framed poster of Harley Quinn herself from the Birds of Prey movie, along with these 2 figures here, which you can see better to my right. And it's a simple question. I will run the competition video at the end of this one, so please stay tuned after the diary weigh-in graph goes up. Before we go, the t-shirt I'm wearing today is from Kate Nex's shop. Link in the description below, where you can see this shirt, plenty of other shirts and other pieces of merchandise. It's a fantastic shop. Go, you'll find something there for yourself. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend it here with me. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Look after yourself. Look after each other. Enter the competition to win this beautiful poster and some figures. And we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.
Hey, you! Yeah, you. Do you want to win this poster of my face? Of course you do. So get your thinking caps on and answer this simple question. What was the name of the episode in Batman the Animated Series where I made my fantabulous debut? Was it A, Joker's Favor, B, Mad Love, or C, The Man Who Killed the Batman? Entries need to be in by November 30th, so send your answer to Henry Higgins III and tell him Harley and Mr. J sent ya.